welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Bundles, and today's video is going to be going over props that you can use when taking bundle pictures or when taking pictures of your bundles. So if you are interested, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Please make sure that you are subscribed, and let's get right into the video. So I was prompted to make this video. I do get this question occasionally, just asking, what's the best background to take bundle pictures on? How should I take the bundle pictures and things like that? Like I tell you in all the videos, ultimately it is your choice. It's completely up to you. It's very loud out here. I don't know, it's kind of loud out here today, but ultimately it is up to you. It's your hair business. So it's whatever you feel like is best for your brand and for your vision and for your website or for social media. I do believe that, depending on what where the pictures are going to go, meaning if they're going to go on your website, if they're going to go on social media, if you're going to send them to a client, that all has a part to play with what background you're going to use. But I'm going to be going over kind of like promotional marketing type of backgrounds and things that you can purchase to have different backgrounds for your bundles. I know I used to always tell people that I would work with as far as, in drop shipping, in wholesale, to try and stay away from just laying the bundles across your bed. The first live video that I ever did on Facebook, I think it was the first or second, I stressed that, a lot of times I would see people just lay their bundles across their bed, see people lay their bundles on their floor, on their couch, and take pictures. And although it's self preference, it doesn't really, it's all up to what you want for your business. However, that could discourage some people from buying the bundles just based on how it looks like you care for the bundles in your picture. Like if the bundles are just laid across the bed and say, for example, maybe the bed sheet is not as clean. And you can kind of see, and I've seen pictures like that where people have their bundles laid across beds, and the bed, it may just be the lighting, but it doesn't look to be the cleanest. Or you'll see people that lay their bundles on the carpet, and then you can kind of see like things in the carpet, and you're like, I don't know. So that can discourage some people from buying your hair. Not everyone is going to think that critical and that deep, but when you're selling online, all you really have to go off of is, reviews, testimonials, pictures, videos, and things like that. You're not able to really just touch the hair and see the hair. You can order a sample. So if you are interested in, buying any hair from my website, badcheckhair.com, or working with me via drop shipping or wholesale, then the samples are definitely available. But I'm just speaking in general. Typically when you're shopping online, not even for hair extensions, just for anything in general, a lot of times, all you have to go off of is the description, the reviews, the testimonials, videos, and pictures. And so pictures are really, really important. I'm just going to go over some materials that you can purchase if you are wanting to take pictures of your bundles. And again, I do want to apologize if you hear any background noise. It's Saturday, so my neighbors are playing music. There's cars riding past with music. I have a lot of nature in the back of my house, so you may hear some sounds of nature. I apologize, but just try to bear with me. So the first thing that I want to go over is a hair stand. You may have saw this in some of my videos because I used to have hair displayed in my videos, kind of like in the background on my desk, so that, people could see the hair, and it would be a good way for me to display, what I was offering if I wanted to take a quick picture for one of my clients or customers, or, and I just liked the way that it looked. And so really all you have to do is just, purchase a hair stand. I believe you can get these, you can get them online someplace. I honestly forgot where I ordered them, but I'll try to research. I've had these for a while, ever since I had my salon. So probably like over a year ago. But I'm going to try to find out where I purchased these and link them below. But yes, you can purchase a hair stand, and pretty much all you have to do is just attach your hair to the stand like this. And of course you would want to have like a clear background. So maybe you could use like a wall as the background. You could do some edits to the picture if you wanted to make the background one color, or to blur out the background. You can be creative with that, but a good prop to have when you are wanting to stage different bundle pictures is a display. And honestly, I forgot the correct terminology of this, but I'm going to try to find that and link it below. But I'm sure you've seen these hair stands and these display stands in a lot of different pictures for hair companies, whether it be online on their website, whether it be on social media. I'm sure these are familiar, but it's a great way to take pictures of what your bundles look like. And so, you can kind of stage it and play around with it to make it, look how you want it to look before you take your picture, but this is definitely a great prop to invest in. Another prop that I would use is branding material. So if you have a hair bag that you typically send your hair out in, then you can definitely use either the front or the back of the hair bag to take pictures of your bundles. So you'll lay it across your table, your desk, whatever, and this would be used as the background. I can't really show you in the car as well as I would want to. I was going to do this video in my office, but it's not the quietest in my house right now, being that it's Saturday and my kids are home. And so you could definitely lay these, some bundles across the back of your branding material or across the front. What that's going to do is it's going to help promote your business a little bit more. So if you, take a picture and you kind of curve the hair so it can show like your Instagram, your Facebook, your website. Even if you post the picture on Instagram, of course, people are going to be able to find your Instagram, but they may not know what your Facebook is. They may not know what your Twitter is. And so that's another way of kind of advertising the hair while you're taking a picture, and it still provides a cute background. Now, of course, you're going to, like I mentioned, kind of stage the hair how you want it to look before you take the picture. But having the hair just in branded material, promoting your company, promoting your social media links is definitely a great way. It's a good prop to use to take your pictures, and it's also saving. I mean, it's not like you're going out and buying something extra. This is if you already have the branding material, you already have your bundle wraps, you already have the different bags that you're sending your hair out in, and you're like, I want to take pictures, but I kind of want to change it up a little bit and I want it to look professional. Then you can definitely use some of your branding materials, such as boxes if you have them, or hair bags. Another prop that you can use is a backdrop. So I use a backdrop occasionally. It doesn't have to be, it could be any color you want it to be. I use my black and green backdrop more than the other colors that I have, just because I like the way that the pictures turn out. So I just have a black backdrop here, and especially like for blonde, it just really helps the hair show up. So you could do something like that where the backdrop is just pretty much the background of your picture, because like I said, you really don't want too many distractions in the background of your picture. Every time I take a picture, even if it's just like a quick snippet on Instagram or something like that, you'll see it either being like majority of my pictures are either being like in front of my curtain, because that's just a clean background, in front of a backdrop, this black backdrop, or a desk or something where it's not too much in the background. Like I said, you have to really be cautious of how you're taking your pictures. That's in any industry. A lot of people don't know you. A lot of people have never met you. And so they're just looking at your pictures and, your review, your website and things like that. And if the pictures look like, the house is really, really, chaotic, or if it looks like there's a lot of junk in the background, or if it looks like there's dirty things in the background, like I said, that you have to think like a customer, that can deter a lot of people from purchasing. So you want to make sure that everything just looks professional and crisp. I'm not a professional photographer or anything like that, but I still know that it helps your sales to have a clear focus in your pictures. And so investing in a backdrop is definitely going to be useful. It's a great prop for a lot of different things. And you can do different videos in front of the backdrop, not just of yourself, but of the hair too. You can do different videos, different pictures with, different branding material, and you can just lay that on top of the backdrop as well. You can lay your business cards on top of the backdrop. So I would definitely invest in a backdrop for your pictures. It just makes everything look more crisp, in my opinion. And then the last prop that I'm going to go over is having pretty fabric, or like a pretty case, or pretty something that's pretty in the background to just pretty much lay your bundles on top of. So this is an old iPad case. I bought this from someone I used to work with a while ago, and I like how it looks. It's really glittery. And so if I had like a shorter bundle, I'm just showing you this bundle for the sake of this video, but even having something like this, now, of course, you're going to have to zoom in so that you're not seeing everything around, everything around the background. And that's the same for any of the props that I went over. You still want to make sure that you're zooming in so that this is your background. But look how pretty that looks. You know, you can go ahead and station the hair so that it's covering up that line. But if you're only getting this, that looks really, really pretty. So just be creative and find different things that you may have even laying around your house that are really pretty. You know, maybe it's a really pretty nice cover that you purchased and you really, really love it. Or maybe you go to Hobby Lobby or Joann's Fabric or, you know, any other fabric store to browse different fabrics and see exactly what you want to use as your backdrop, or even as just a piece of fabric to take your bundle pictures on. Just, you know, remember that image is it's a huge portion of selling online. You want to make sure that you're taking your time when you are taking your pictures. I always recommend, no matter if you're drop shipping or if you're buying in bulk, to purchase a few bundles to take your own pictures. Now, yes, I do offer bundle pictures on my website. So if you are interested in drop shipping or wholesale, then that is something that you definitely, you know, it's open, it's available to you. However, there's nothing like, you know, taking the pictures yourself and actually your clients actually being able to see you hold the pictures, them being able to see your branding material on the pictures, and then being able to feel like this is, you know, a photo that your company took. And so you just want to be creative with it. Again, the photos that I do offer to the people that work with me, you can definitely put your watermark across the pictures and, you know, put, you know, your branding material or your branding information like side by side by the picture if you're wanting to create like a flyer or something like that. So you can be creative and you can still jazz up the pictures quite a bit. However, I still think that everyone should have at least a few bundles on hand to take pictures, because it really just, it kind of just solidifies everything, you know, and it just makes everything look that much more, you know, like concrete, you know, and professional, and your brand. So those are my tips. These are the props that I would recommend everyone investing in, especially if you are selling online, whether you're a hair company or another business. If you're selling, you know, pretty much anything, even lashes, or, you know, some of the other companies that have reached out to me, or like they sell different accessories. So different things, you know, just try to be creative. You don't have to go out and spend a lot of money. I'm sure all of this together was under $50. So it wasn't like I just went out and just invested a whole lot into the background of pictures. But you definitely can tell the difference, you know, versus having a pretty background on your pictures, or someone that just got up and just decided to post a picture on the carpet, you know. And like I said, there is nothing wrong with necessarily, you can do whatever you want for your business. I'm just saying that depending on how the carpet may look, depending on, you know, if it was just vacuumed before you placed your hair on. I mean, there's just a lot of pictures that I've seen over the years of, you know, just working with different hair companies, and I always try to give my best advice. I always try to make sure that I'm being transparent. And so if there's something that I can help people with, you know, I'm not coming at it in an aspect of being rude. I just want to say, like, be cautious. Even though it may not look, you know, dirty to you, or it may not look junky to you, it still may be dirty or junky to one of your customers. And although you can't please everyone, you still just want your brand to look as professional as possible. Think about bigger companies that you follow, maybe on Instagram or going to their website. Typically their pictures are, you know, they're professional. It's really not too much in the background. So I have like a nice red like wall in my home with this red picture. And so I think a few of the bundle pictures, I held it up in front of that just to kind of, you know, have a change of background, change of scenery. You don't have to stick to only these props. You can definitely change it up. Just be creative and try to be professional. On my _biz page, I do have some more photos that aren't really as professional. I have pictures of bundles like maybe laid across my keyboard, or pictures maybe just laid just like in front of my printer or in front of my mirror or something like that. Just because on that page I really want to just kind of bring the raw side of creating a hair business. That's the whole focus and behind that page on Instagram. Again, it's _biz. I just give like different tips and more advice, and kind of like a behind the scenes of running your hair company, you know. So on that page, because of the purpose, it is going to be, you know, different type of photos. But for my Bad Chick Hair page and for, you know, my website, I try to make sure that the pictures look pretty professional, you know, all around. So those are my tips. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.